I thought, hey, we getting this new baby right here. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is a Maude thing. I am here to do a perfume review to talk about Palatine. That is the latest Parfum de MARLY edition. So this is a 2.5 ounce and it comes in this very beautiful purple box. They tell you what it is about. It is meant to be a daring contemporary violet with luminous powdery notes. So we talk a little bit more about the notes, but I'll just give you my impression of this fragrance. It's not my very first impression because I have tried this fragrance several times at the store and they have given me a sample which I also enjoyed several times in the week. I needed to be sure. I needed to be sure about this fragrance because for whatever reason, well, I think I know the reason, but it has very bad reviews on Fragrantica, for example. It has very bad reviews, and I think a lot of people are saying they love the last one, Viola. And if you love Viola, you may have problem loving this new one because it's two different direction. It's totally two different direction. Viola is a musky, very potent, powerful fragrance that I can see wearing for a wedding, for like an exceptionally big event because it has the most lasting power that I've seen. I see a picture of Viola, I'll put it there. It's the white bottle with the white liquid. But here we are to talk about Palatine. In spite of its sort of a lot of bad reviews, to me it's such a beautiful fragrance. And you guys know that I only spend my money on fragrances that I really love. These videos are not sponsored, but I think that it pays someone a service since I love fragrances anyway, and I tend to look for very beautiful new fragrances once in a while. And whenever I have them, I am going to share that with you. So this is a beautiful bottle of Palatine. And this is the presentation. It has the same presentation as a lot of the Parfum de MARLY women fragrances. You may or may not know, but what Parfum de MARLY tries to achieve is essentially replicating a feeling of royal court in France. And Palatine actually has many meanings. It also means a high court official since Roman time. So it could be that they are picking up on this idea of royalty for the name Palatine. But it definitely feels like royalty. And purple is also associated with, the color purple is also associated with royalty. But this composition is meant to be a modern violet, which means you're going to get freshness, you're going to get some powdery feeling to it, you're going to get something airy, and you're going to get something light and beautiful. So it's quite a departure from the last offering that they had by the house, which was a very musky, very powerful and strong fragrance. This one, from my experience of it, oh, it is such a beautiful, and that's going to be my fragrance of the day. So we're going to put a lot of it on. Going to have a lot of it on. This is going to be a true complete review. So once you smell this fragrance, what you get, automatically get something airy, something very nice. There isn't anything that's coming to you full-fronted heavy in this fragrance, and it never veered to being heavy. To me, what attracted me to this fragrance was just its simplicity, its beauty, and just its power. Essentially, it's a very confident fragrance. It takes a lot of confidence, I think, to have a fragrance in this price range that's going to be soft, that's going to be nice, that's not going to try to force it a lot. I have to say that there is a bit of similarity with it, with the designer Paradox fragrance. A picture of it here. There is a little bit of resemblance with that fragrance somehow when I was trying it in the store. And I had sprayed Paradox in one hand and this one in the other hand, and this one just morphed into a beautiful skin scent, but pretty much everyone within a desirable space proximity around you can definitely smell this fragrance. I put quite a bit on right now and I am really enjoying Palatine. The opening of this fragrance is a mandarin, pear, and bergamot. So the opening is just fresh, beautiful, and really, really nice. Now I am starting to feel the flow, but there is something velvety, there is something soft, there is something very elegant to the flow. There is something very expensive to the flow approach in the middle of this fragrance. It just feels velvety. There is something very velvety to it. And because Parfum de Marly has such high oil concentration, there is something that feels a little bit oily, I find, to all the Parfum de Marly. So it has the signature of the Parfum de Marly, which I'm picking up with that velvety. It's been a little bit of time now that I've had this on, maybe 10 minutes or so. The freshness of the bergamot, the pear is still there. The violet remain constant. And I started picking up now the true strength of what's going to hold this fragrance together. And it is the musk, a very natural feel musk. Here's the reason why I really buy this. You can have musk, like in the last one, I thought the musk was almost detergent-like in its harshness a little bit. And this is what a heavily musk fragrance like Viola, that's the only reason why I did not get it, although it's a beautiful fragrance. But the musk was so forward. After a while, the musk tend to overstate its welcome, at least for me. But this one, with the beautiful, fresh, pétillant opening of the mandarin, and getting now the violet, the velvety violet, all that embracing and coming to play with something a little bit more sexy, or more self-assured, like the musk and the sandalwood, create for a very creamy, velvety, sophisticated flow that still has a tad bit of the oil feel of a lot of the Parfum de Marly women that I find. This is Palatine. Now, the real story to me of Palatine was the salesperson making me discover that when layered with any of the Linas, now when you layer a little bit, when you put a tad bit of Parfum de Marly, either before or after, it really creates for a sensational, complex, something about these two together create the biggest winner ever. And perhaps that is the reason why I also got this one, because I thought I already have this one, and together I get something so magical that I thought, hey, we're getting this new baby right here. So as you can see, the aesthetic, even my style, is to go light. There are a lot of super high power Parfum de Marly. I do tend to gravitate toward the light ones. And this is why I think if you are into this genre and you think it's worth it, even if you spend a lot of money, to not force it, to look to feel undeniably elegant, undeniably soft and velvety and rich smelling, I think Palatine would do it. So that was my review of Palatine. I hope you enjoyed the review. Put your comment and tell me what your experience is with this fragrance if you know it already. All right, guys, bye.